That is news. I watched this AI IG account. This guy, like, he monitors all this stuff, and he's talking about how the AI is the AI basically learned how to lie to, you know, the programmers. And then there were two big shots that basically quit, and they were from two separate companies, and they were like, good luck with good luck. You know, it's like, have fun with that. See you later, bye. Right. 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 Yeah, it's garbage in, garbage out. But 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 see, the other part of it too is if this is part of it too. It's like, if it, let's say it gets out of that controlled situation sooner or later, right? So then now all of a sudden, or it finds a way to expose itself to the world. Right. Right. But also the idea of, if it gets out and then, you know, it starts taking in all of what's going on around the world, you know what I mean? So now it's like, well, clearly lying and murder and all the, it's okay because everybody else is doing it, you know what I mean? Hey, Carla, we are going to be at the 101 in beautiful Hollywood, oddly enough. Hollywood. Well, I don't think it's doomer stuff. I just think it's interesting, and I still look at it as entertainment. Let's stop here before we get out to Cesar Chavez. We'll do our first traffic, and then we'll run over there. Right. Right. No, I don't. I don't. I think they. Well, I also think that these people are very dramatic to begin with. You know what I mean? They're like, they've got probably a little bit of God complex and all that other crap. Wait a minute, Mario's doing a shooting. He's not doing gas prices. Oh, okay. we'll give that a shot. That's far away. It's freezing. Hey, Maria, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I don't have to tell y'all it's Wednesday. We're at the peak of the roller coaster. From here on in, it's kind of downhill. But let's take a look at what the ride is. That's 101. We're in the Hollywood area. Those headlights probably making their way through the Westlake area. I'm coming away from the 110 freeway out towards the Cahuenga Pass. Right now, that 101 definitely topping out at freeway speeds, which is pretty good, especially in that portion that we're showing you right there. Those taillights, that's past the Vermont off ramp. So that's the spot where it's usually a little slow and go. This morning, wide open, moving well from Cahuenga to the 110. So that means your ride is good through Hollywood on that 101. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Good morning. Okay, let's go get those gas prices and then start heading out to the 22 at Haba. That's sad. I don't know who goes to this gas station. I mean, I get it. If you need gas, you know, you need gas. But who needs gas that badly? Yeah. Stop, 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 stop. That was a bad move, Stu. $8. Shit's like 5 something everywhere else for the good stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, there's no doubt about it. Well, why can't we just have normal taxes on our gas? Because they want us to be all electric. Why do they want us to be all electric? Because they have their fingers in the electric system. You know, they make their money off of that. And they're like with that whole, oh, we're going to break up the monopolies. You guys created the monopolies. So let's create a problem to fix it. Oh, look at us. We're geniuses. No, you're being manipulative. Come on. Everybody sees it. Everybody knows it, but nobody does anything about it. It's just the way it's just the way of the world. That's it. I mean, you know, and instead of complaining about it, make it work for you somehow. Figure out a way to make that work for you. You got the homeless guy walking by the $8 gas sign. That's what we need. Look at the lines, though. I mean, my God, look at all these people at the gas station. This place is busy. No, I think this is it. Let me just get a little more. I want to make sure that they get what they need. I don't know who this camera person is that's going to cut this. All right, 22 in Harbor. Right, Freddie? We're on our way. That's down in your hood. It's down in the OC. Garden Grove. Sky Fox took a trip to Garden Grove. Smelled like stew dog in the van. Oh yeah, stew dog in the chopper. Choke it off. Why don't we go direct for a little bit, right? We're clear for traffic for a minute or two. We're always 3 to 5 weeks away. He seems very angry. I feel anger coming from that comment. like vermouth. Seven now. Did they go? Did CBS launch to go there right after, like right as we got there? Was that their first stop? Yeah, they did because they were leaving. Yeah. Days. Why is our tuner having problems with the off air? Come on, tuner. Do we have another freeway that we probably can hook up to the 91, right? Do we have to go around Disney to get there? You're going to pick the 605 South? All right, let's do the 605 South then. Because I have a feeling we're going to have some traffic coming up. Traffic hits. Going north around it? So you're thinking that way? All right. So what, like 91 over to the 57? I don't know where Harbor is in the grand scheme of things. I'm not an OC guy. It's near the intersection of the 5. It's closer to the 5. 22 and the 5. It's not 22 and the 5, but why don't, so then let's go south and pick up the 22 so we can see the 22 and have some of the backup. Yeah, let's go back down to the 605. Yeah. And then we'll head east from there and see where we can go. Get as close as we can. Look at all those little dots by the moon. What's going on today? All the aliens are out. Oops. Oops. Camera doesn't like that. Camera's like, we're not going to show you those aliens still. not looking at aliens. No. You're an unknown odor. Carla, how far out are we? We coming up quick? 2 minutes. You think we'll be at the 22 by then? We'll be at the 405, right? All right. Okay, we're gonna do the 605 Long Beach, Lakewood. We'll then come to a stop. 605. Yeah, just right, Long Beach. Anybody caught, we're going to arrest you. We're just not going to catch you. But if we did, that was my old apartment building. That was such a nice place to live. That's why we can't have nice stuff. Look at all those bars on his arm. Ooh, McDonald. Thank you. Hey, good morning, Maria. Yeah, it's a little busy, but this ride looks fantastic. Look at that darkness down there. You mentioned that time change. It is still pitch black, and it is good drive, though. 605 is where we're at. This is going to be Long Beach, Lakewood area. Tail lights, those are going to be southbound, coming away from the 5 down to the 405. Either way you play it, though, this portion of the 605 looks like a fantastic drive. Sending it back to Bob and Jen. Good morning. All right, hammer it. Let's get there. Let's get there. I was going to mention where we were going, but I feel like we might get burned. We ride in care. Hey, Carla, we're going to try to get to the 22. I think we're going to be like Garden Grove-ish. Maybe not. It might be too far away. Anaheim. No, Garden Grove. 22 Garden Grove. 22 Garden Grove. Just keep it moving. Dylan, keep it moving. Freddie, what happened over there? What happened? Crash? Fire? What? Freddie's busy. Freddie's like, I got no time for you, Stu. Okay. What kind of injuries? None? No injuries? Unknown. Unknown. Okay, copy. Crispy. Hopefully everybody got out okay. Trying to figure out what off-ramp that is right there. Yes, I do. It excavates things. That's unusual. Yeah, Brookhurst is an off-ramp, right? You're hitting the brakes on Brown Brookhurst. You're starting to slow. Get us as close as you can, sir. Copy. Crash with injuries and fire. Hope everybody's going to be okay. If we move a little to the right and pick up that straightaway, you see what I'm saying? Well, that probably work too. Even if we can't get closer, at least we can get a better shot of the... Oh, like another helicopter? Okay. Those guys. Whatever. Yes, that's their nice backup. It's 22, 22, and we're going to be in Garden Grove. Just keep it, Dylan, just keep it moving even when I'm yammering. All right. Yes. So like I think it's at the after the turn though, up over here. No, I want to show the backup. I mean, you can keep moving if you want. All right, Miami, coming through. I was going to say, did you just say Wilt Chamberlain? Very motivated. bump the gain up a little bit. Happy Wednesday to both of you, Jen and Bob. This Skyfox traffic is brought to us by My Home Sold. Got some serious traffic problems out here. That's going to be the 22. We're down in the OC. Going to be very close to Garden Grove. Now, the crash actually happened at Harbor. It was a vehicle, two vehicles involved, and it was an injury with fire. So hopefully everybody's going to be okay. Let's take a look at some of that backup. You're hitting the brakes right about Brookhurst, and it is super slow and go as you make your way over towards Harbor. As I understand it, there is some construction. That was part of where that accident happened, but they're also now taking away lanes. You can see that backup. It's going to be here for a while. This is going to be on the eastbound 22 Freeway in the Garden Grove area. Let's take a look at some other traffic hotspots. You know why I had problems with that? Because I thought about it. I'm being serious. So, yeah, that's what the problems are, is the crash happened, but then it's also where they're doing construction, and they're squeezing you down to one lane. Can we get down there? Oh, they got the whole freeway shut down. Yeah, let's line it up. I'm going to stay here. We'll do this again. Yeah, they're taking everybody off the freeway. They got the whole freaking freeway shut down. Would have been good to know, Stu. Hey, man. As soon as I got the info, I'll pass it along. I wonder if this is fatal. I think we should end all the loopholes. You know, how about that? It works perfectly, thank you. I'm just trying to figure, I'm not good with this area. So you're getting back on at Garden Grove, they're taking you off at Harbor. Taking you off at Harbor, you can get back on at Garden Grove. Don't know when they're gonna reopen lanes. Carla, we're still gonna be at the 22 in Garden Grove. Probably gonna be here for a minute or two. Pardon me? Sorry, Carla. Sorry. What was that? Not. You know what? I am laughing, but I honestly, thank you. Bill doesn't care about me like you do. Taking you off at Harbor, putting you back on at Garden Grove. They are working to clear the scene. not at all. Oh, sorry. That's not the right answer. Sorry. Why is everybody driving so slowly? Don't drive slowly, drive quickly. Come on, people, let's go. Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, this is a serious problem, and it's going to be on the 22 freeway, and it's going to be eastbound lanes. It's going to be right at Harbor. We were talking about it just moments ago. Now we have eyes on it, and we see what the whole deal is. They have the entire freeway, the eastbound lanes, shut down completely, taking you off at Harbor. It was a construction zone. There was a crash earlier this morning with injuries and fire. Right now, they're in the cleanup stage, but while they're doing that, all those eastbound lanes are shut down. They're taking you off at Harbor, but you can get back on all the way over there at Garden Grove. Now, this is only affecting the eastbound lanes. The westbound lanes are moving along well. As we saw earlier on, you're hitting the brakes right about Brookhurst, and it does take quite a bit to get here, but that traffic definitely building right now as most of the folks don't know about this problem. Again, if this is your ride this morning, you might want to look for an alternate. Sending it back to you all in the studio. Good morning. Sorry, CBS. It was too overlappy, and I couldn't listen to your traffic. I would have liked to listen to your traffic because I'm sure Kalina would have thrown out some drive times. Chill out and eat a pickle. Oh, it's back. I think we should do at least one more, maybe two more here before we bail. Unless they're like, no, we want you there for the top of the hour. What? She looks like such a nice person. I'm startled. Hey, they're using our footage. And I bet you that was Rihanna's mom. Nathan, you look really familiar. Wow. Totally uncalled for. Best interest of students. Chatbot. I get it. Education. So clever. Worsening. How could it get any worse? Morgan and Morgan. Not acceptable. Oh, Ava. You and your normal logic. course it can. There's no doubt about it. What do you mean believe? Why would you get on the freeway? You see the backup. There's an IG page that's dedicated to food delivery robot fails. It's like I just sit there and I just laugh. Just laugh and laugh and laugh. It's hilarious. I'm surprised the AI robot's like, would you just shut up and let me drive? What is DMS? Right. The managing of congestion is they think the $12 will discourage people from using it. There you go. Hey, Carla, this one is sponsored, and it is still going to be the 22 in Garden Grove. We're probably going to be here till after the 7. The people mover. The mover of people. Too late, too late, too late for love. Still on the brakes from Brookhurst. Like us. Hey, Maria, good morning. This traffic report brought to us by Morgan & Morgan. The big problem out here this morning is going to be in the OC, Garden Grove to be more precise. 22, and it's going to be the eastbound right at Harbor. Early morning crash in a construction zone. Hope everybody's going to be okay. We know there were injuries and definitely fire. They've got the entire 22 eastbound lanes only shut down. They're taking you off at Harbor. You're hitting the brakes right about Brookhurst. You can get back onto that eastbound 22, but it's going to be up by Garden Grove Avenue. Right now, though, they don't have an ETA for opening up those lanes, so if this is your ride, definitely give yourself extra time and or find another way around it. Let's take a look at some other traffic hotspots. I don't know. Bill probably doesn't want this. Let me find out. What? CBS, copy all. We'll be here for them. 3 minutes. Freddie, do you want to stay here? Hang on. I got us and them. I got too much. I'm overwhelmed. Oh, just give me a minute. Traffic? No, they're talking about weather still. They like that weather too much. So overwhelmed. Yeah, Carla, we're going to be stuck here. Yes, so short. Crash. Find another way. Back to you. Oh my gosh, Amber. Okay. We're stuck here. Is that like reverse psychology? Huh? Just some secondhand news. Secondhand news, yeah. Now got some secondhand news. some secondhand news now. Forever. Hot. Yeah, Maria, yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be here at least a little after the 7. The crash has been cleared, but the roadway not open. Eastbound 22 at Harbor, all lanes shut down. The backup, you're hitting the brakes right about Brookhurst. I just heard from a pretty reasonable source. It add about 30 minutes to your drive if you're going to stay on that 22. Alternates also available, but right now that cleanup crew and all lanes are still closed. No time frame on when they're going to reopen those lanes. Sending it back to you all in the studio. One more, Dylan. One more, and then we're out of here, I promise. One more. I have a feeling they're going to open up lanes pretty quick because they got the little street sweeper guy out there. That's usually the end. You know when the street sweeper guy starts going through? Yeah. Pardon me? Catches on fire. Remember when they were selling artwork on the internet? What were those things called? NFTs. What happened to the NFTs? Imagine that. I have some internet artwork. Maybe a way to bring it back would be like giant flat screens where you could just display your NFT. You know what I mean? That's my NFT. Carla, thank you for putting up with me this morning. Tomorrow will be better, I promise. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Good morning, Bill. We are at the 22 in Garden Grove. 22 Garden Grove. But I'm kind of done with this. We've been here since, I don't know, we've been here more than 45 minutes. Yeah, all the eastbound lanes are shut down. 22. Yeah, we'll be here for 7. We'll wait for their 7 as well. Dylan, where are you going? Cleans my dishes and my filter? Man. Break it on down. Garden Grove. Smells like stew dog in the chopper. Definitely not going to be at Alameda and Cesar Chavez. You want some cheap gas? Go to Woodley and Parthenia. Food for less, Woodley and Parthenia. Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, the update is they are still working to reopen reopen all the lanes on the eastbound 22 in Garden Grove. You can see crews down there. It is kind of starting to come to an end, but right now it is still fully closed. These are going to be the eastbound lanes 22 at Harbor. Early morning crash involving injuries and fire. Hope everybody's going to be okay. That backup, you are on the brakes from about Brookers. I have it from a reasonably good source that it's going to take you about 30 minutes in that backup. To add 30 minutes to your ride this morning if you're taking that eastbound 22. Alternates might be a better try. Right now, though, all lanes still closed. They were supposed to open them up at 6:30. Yeah, that didn't happen. But you can see the crews down there working to get that fuel off the roadway. Hopefully they'll have that done, and lanes will reopen shortly. Sending it back to you all in the studio, and good morning, Bob and Jen. All right, let's see where our friends are. They got to be done. Let's roll. Let's get out of here. I'm done with it. Yes, please. TOC is like, you're done? Let me shut off the IFB. I don't know why I was having such trouble with that. Maybe it's because it's like I don't usually say those streets, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. Right. TOC, Skybox TOC, we lost that IFB feeling. Bring back that IFB feeling. Whoa, that IFB feeling. Skybox TOC. Could you please reset the IFB, please? Pretty please. Pretty please didn't seem to make it happen. They must be busy in there. Don't blame them. Freddie, if you need us, I need to get the IFB reset. Our TOC brethren must be busy, busy, busy. Yeah. It's not us, right? Oh, maybe it is us. Oh my goodness. What happened there? Stu, you're an idiot. Thank you, TOC, for putting up with my dumb butt. Yes, we did that. not let command distract you. What does my belly button got to do with this? Aww. One of a kind. What kind is it? Wanna? Man, you should have put a trigger warning. Where was my trigger warning? That's the reason. Thank goodness. Clearly Newsom cared. Huh? Yeah, that's sulfur from the port. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, you have. You're just worried. You're all on edge because of the idiot light. And I would be too if I was a pilot. You feel strongly about a lot of things. Yeah. He just drove off. I wonder if he drove down there to get the, like, that cart just left. I wonder if they're going to get cars. I don't know what the next one is. It's got to be within like 10 minutes, though, if you want to hang here. I'm down. I'm down. Let's keep the sun to our back, though, because the haze is, I can make it work. Oh, you know what? Let's grab a white balance. Looks pretty good to me, Stu. I don't know. Let's mess it up. Oh, my goodness. Where would you like us to be? We have a choice between the 405 or the 110. How about a little of both? But I'll put us down for 405 Carson. What is it, Carson over here? It's actually coming up as Gardena. 405 Gardena. But remember, I got to go to the 405. You can keep doing orbits. Well, it's probably after Maria, so as soon as you hear Maria. It's got to be coming up. Hey, Bill, this is not sponsored. Not sponsored? Bill hung up. This is my home sold. Okay. Let's not mess this one up. Oh, we're 405 Gardena. 405 Gardena. Why is he so distant and far away? What? What, the landing pad? I don't know. That's a pilot question. No, I know where to get answers. That's what I know. Maybe it's the heat. They don't want to have the heat affect it. Yeah, let's kind of park here. It's got to be coming up. And then I can be like, blah, 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 nonsense, nonsense. Let's talk traffic. More hotspots. Northbound 405, Stu. Northbound 405. Passing the 110. Ow. Ashley is a one of a kind. Mahi, mahi. Oh my God, I should have never told her. Hey, Maria, good morning. We're checking out another icon of the sky. Skyfox, my icon of the sky. That's our competition. We're in the air. They're not. This traffic report brought to us by Skyfox Traffic is good for my home sold. We're taking a look at that 405 drive, and those are the northbound lanes there. This is going to be in the Gardena area. Passing that 110, you're really starting to hit the brakes. Pretty slow and go on the 405. It's kind of odd. I can't believe I'm saying it, but give yourself a little extra time. Northbound, southbound at 405 through Gardena into the Long Beach and Carson. It is looking really good. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots, please. Hammer it. Let's get out of here. Skyfox traffic. My goodness. Stu. There you go. This guy can say it. life into my laundry. What about Led Zeppelin? Mark Bass, you sound like my doctor talking about ED. Maybe it's just a dirigible. Should we just call it a dirigible from now on? A dirigible? My next is going to be another sponsored, so we're skipping the middle one. Skipping the middle? Copy. Bill making solid decisions. That's solid. Bill, I don't know what you did, but you sound like an old telephone today. Transcontinental line. What? It's the new filter. What is that? We're just going to call it a dirigible from now on in. Cleopatra. I like that. Scooby-Doo. Ooh. Saltimus Prime. Those are all really great names. Because it sounds scary, Mark. That's the reason why. We're calling in the airship. Ooh, look at this guy go. He's in a rush. Woo! Is he passing on the... Oh, he's getting off the freeway. Thought he was passing on the emergency lane. Yang Ming. was an interesting commercial. I don't care if you have tickets or accidents. I just don't care. Delta, our secret collaboration, I honestly cannot find the photo and or the T-shirt. You know, that there was a photo of a T-shirt. I can't find it. I'm a loser. But if it does come across my feed once again, I definitely will. Now I got all your digits. We're gonna make that happen. But who's that? That's not a news helicopter. Huh? How dare they? What is that? Sexy. Man. Woo, sexy. For too late. Unless you want to chase him down. But he's going far and farther and farther and farther away. Dude, where'd he go? Huh? Did he hit the warp button? Where the heck is he? I'll go find him. We got nothing but time. That thing was sexy, though. Was that a twin? I want to jump in that pool. I want to jump around. A Tesla involved in an accident? He must have been blindsided. There's no way. In a row. I don't think we're in this one. Jewel Rob 1, hola. Our Canadian buddy always makes you think of Rush. Ugh. Think we can get to like the 5 over there by Elysian Park next couple minutes? Let's try. We got plenty of time. They're not taking us for another 6 minutes. You know what? I'm sorry. Let's do 10 mid city. Let's do 10 mid city for the next one, for the sponsored, and then we'll do the 5 for the top of the 8, and then we'll do the airport for the 8:10. That sound about right? Let's make that happen. Terminator. Yeah. Woohoo! Let me guess. Wash day, nothing to wear. Griffiths Observatory. How exciting. I don't know. Pop-up video. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Before you're hitting the brakes before Arlington, it's going to be a tough drive on the westbound 10 through the mid-city area. Ooh, I'm back online. You'll be on time, don't worry. Don't run red lights. Nope, don't do that. LA looks beautiful any way you look at it. What's that? Just a pickup truck still. Poiple. Is that Poiple? Oh man, what is that? That's Mitsubishi, huh? Yeah, it was what was that? The 3000, Mitsubishi 3000. I haven't seen one of those in forever. I think that was like the introduction for me to like the all-wheel drive, you know, like the super fast all-wheel drive cars. The Evo. The Evo was the what was it? If you wanted to talk rally, the only thing I knew about rally racing was if you had a Mitsubishi, you were going to beat a Subaru. They always beat Subaru. Dorothy. Best tasting. Best tasting traffic. I'll be here. We got the best tasting traffic in South Los Angeles. And this traffic report brought to us by Jacoby and Myers, injury lawyers. Take a look at that 10 drive. Mid-City's where we're at, and it's going to be tough. And I know this is not a shock to many people, and I can let you know, though, it's a little extra tough this morning. No crash to talk about, but you're definitely hitting the brakes before Arlington. So right about the 110 freeway, especially on those westbound lanes. Now, if you're coming away from the 405, I got bad news for you as well. Look at that, wide open, moving well. You think that's going to be a great drive. For some reason, you're starting to hit the brakes right around Arlington, very slow, and go through the downtown Los Angeles area. Either way you play it this morning, this Wednesday, give yourself extra time. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots. Let's try to hit the 5, because now we got a long break. This is when they should be calling us saying, hey, can you get down to Orange County and get some B-roll of a cat in a tree? CBS heard that there's a car over the side on Angeles Crest. Can you go get that before you land? CBS is using their why in the world are we flying that? Was there a report of a sighting of an animal actually using it? Ugh. Okay. Well, there we go. I thought they were using their glass of water, divining rod, and their magic 8-ball. Okay. No animals. We are the animals. We're going direct. Yep. Yes, sir. South on support. Yeah, I don't think we'll be it. Unless you got like a real spot. I mean, and also, what are they those are just nondescript SUVs, right? I mean, it isn't, are they like lights and sirens in like official vehicles, or? LAPD doesn't work with the DEA. Unless it's, well, oh no, they don't work with ICE. I don't know. Do you want to try? Headed south on Sepulveda from Santa Monica. Let's go. You're putting a lot on us. The next is going to be, hey, can you look at something in Long Beach? Dylan, make a little turn, follow Santa Monica. Let's pick up Sepulveda. Let's fly Sepulveda south. Like, I'm going to give up in Culver City. By Sepulveda and Venice, if we don't see it, I'm pulling the plug, and we're going to head out for our Animal Crossing, because some other station was out there. And even if we get this convoy of DEA and LAPD, we don't even know what it is. Yeah. No, Sepulveda. We're going to pick. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And by the time, if we'll follow it south, Venice-ish, we don't have anything. Let's head back to the other thing. Ever, get on my level. Armored, oh. And if we see this, what are we going to do with it? I'm just curious. A convoy of LAPD armored vehicles. These people are probably already in Carson, or I mean Torrance. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm looking, man. I'm looking. Maybe they're just clearing traffic. They're doing a great job, though. Gotta say that. That's Venice, isn't it? Yeah, that's Venice. I'm gonna go a little farther. Maybe they were taking this to get onto the freeway. Yeah, I don't see him either. Hang on, I'm gonna just try to keep going a little bit farther. The trees are blocking me, but you know, it's hit and miss down here. All right, I followed Sepulveda all the way down to Sawtell. I didn't see any convoy. So oh, we got the airport. Skyvox TOC. You want to put it into saddle? We're going out to Thousand Oaks. No, I don't want to put it into saddle. Yeah. We got so many boats down there that people actually sell them. Skyvox DOC. When they don't have our picture, they'll get a hold of us. the off-ramp over there? I always forget. It's 101 and some odd name. You know what I mean? Is it Lost Hills? I don't think it's Lost Hills. No, it's... God, what is it? Why am I brain farting? No, I was waiting for your golden tones. I'm working on it. In the saddle, 108, 108 saddle, 108 saddle. No, I'm not gonna. Test, 1, 2, 1, 2. You're welcome. Yes, there'll be a mountain in the way for a moment. Liberty Canyon. Oh, jeez, my mind. That is really sexy, by the way. I hope they see that. That was cool. I was busy doing my nonsense, but that was cool. We'll be there in 5 minutes. Is that going to be enough time? Yeah, we'll be okay. Just keep hammering it. Under 20%. Wait a minute, that dude had the same shirt on that Christian had yesterday. Is that dude related to Christian? Oh, I guess we're going to do it for the top of the hour. We're going to be over by the wildlife, the Annenberg Wildlife Crossing. So that's 101. What city is that? Why am I such a hard? It's Agora Hills. Yes, I know. Agora Hills. Agora Hills. Agora Hills. I hope. All right, now you should be seeing us again. Should be better. Should be better. Yep. Yes. Look at that, Land of the Lost. Is Chaka down there somewhere? Holly and Chaka, they're still down there somewhere. Okay, I got to read this. Closures on the Agora Road will be placed. All right, so I guess they're going to close. They're going to close the road. Hey, Melissa, my brain isn't working this morning. So they had closures set up, but now they're not going to do the closures? Okay, even better. Never mind, I got it. Just keep doing the little orbit thing. I'll make it work. It's Annenberg, right? Don't mess that up. Annenberg. Oh gosh. Skyvox, TOC, we lost the IFB, lost the IFB, lost the IFB, lost the IFB. And it's back. You rock, thank you. Well, you know what, Maria, that is part of what we're going to talk about right now. We made our way out to Agora Hills, that 101 freeway, moving along very well. But the road, Agora Road, is actually going to be closed in both directions as they're doing construction for the Animal Crossing. They're doing repairs out here to the road. They're changing it all up. Of course, that portion right there somehow has to connect back to the ground. They are still working on it. These closures are going to be going on for a couple of days, and they are saying the detour or the alternate, basically jump on the freeway, get off at the next off-ramp, either direction, whichever way you're headed on Agora, if it's going to be north or southbound. That's going to be the plan, but they're out here working. Agora Road going to be closed in both directions while they're doing that. And of course, the Animal Crossing, that Annenberg Animal Crossing, looking good out there. The freeway, the 101, looking good as well. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Good morning. Yeah, I know we got to get going. Yeah, I think we're good. Not a liter of oil. How about a half a liter? We'll consider that. vessel. I am not convinced. They're on their own. Rocky? Oh. How far out are we? Is it like right now? It is right now. 101, 101 Encino, 101 Tarzana. 101 Tarzana. Let's just stop here if we can, please. Pretty please. Pretty please with sugar on top. Why is it so open right there? Because there's a crash, dummy. It was a dummy crash? No, it's a real crash. You're the dummy. That's horrible. It's not going to bring your daughter back. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. Copy all. Thank you, Lisa. I would have said good morning to you, but it was too close on the last one. So good morning, Lisa. Look at this little race car. But still, she did die. I don't know why we did that either, but I do know Skyvox Traffic is brought to us by My Home Sold, and we do actually have something to talk about. You got a crash out here involving a motorcyclist. Hope that motorcyclist is okay. Where are we? That's going to be southbound 101. You can see it in the fast lane. They're still taking away 2 lanes out there, creating a lot of slowing. It's right before Lindley, so if that's your ride, definitely give yourself extra time. Also on the northbound lanes, looky-loo, you guys got no reason to slow down, but there is. That's creating more problems for the northbound lane. This is all happening on the 101 in Tarzana. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots. Homeward bound, I know we are. Homeward bound. All right, we definitely don't have the fuel for that. I'll call you when we're on the ground. We do not have the fuel for that. We have to land. I'll call you when we get on the ground. Skybox, TOC on the ground, Van Nuys. Sounds like we might be leaving again shortly, but right now I'd like to knock it down. No.